What's going on YouTube? This is Noah Yen once again coming to you with Diablo. What I'm doing is I am doing a little video on the Demon Hunter and possibly this new build that I found or kind of discovered. Maybe not discovered, maybe not even found, maybe just stumbled upon it and somebody else made it. But I haven't seen any videos with this build, so let me just go ahead and pop this sucker open. It's really nothing fancy, really nothing new, just a little different than the norm, which I'm always looking for. I'm just trying to break that cookie cutter mold. But, you know, until they do something different with, you know, the skills and stuff like that, it's the same old stuff. So, you know, I'm starting out with Bullet Shot, Bitter Pill, to get that 15% chance to gain discipline, and you'll see why. Then the multi-shot, for every critical hit, you know, gains one more discipline. That's Chakra Armor, the Shuriken Cloud. Just because the way this build is made, the baddies are going to swarm me, so it's always good to be dealing damage to them. Now, it makes a difference I'm using Smoke Screen. I really haven't seen anyone use Smoke Screen. Alright, I'm using Deep Breath, and while I'm using that, it gains 12 hatred per second. Now, it's only 1 second, but that 12 extra hatred does make a big difference, and that 1 second makes a huge difference when the baddies are coming at you, and you'll see that in a second. You know, nothing new on the Shadow Power, Gloom, and the Companion, the Bat, just so I can get that extra hatred along with the Bullet Shot. So, you know, that's 6 to hatred right there, and then when I add that, that's what, like 18 to hatred, you know, in like a second or whatnot. So yeah, and then Night Stalker, just one, you know, to restore discipline on a critical hit. And then the Archery as well, and the Perfectionist. And Perfectionist helps me tank a little bit more. As you well know, the Demon Hunter is not a very good tanker, even if you are just, you know, spamming Shadow Power along with the, what is that turret one, the one with the blue bubble, I don't know which one it is. And then if you take a look at the skills, not the skills, but the inventory, just my gear. I mean, there's nothing really fancy smancy. I mean, I've seen a lot better. I mean, you know, for what it's worth, but on those characters that I see, that's a lot better. I also noticed that they die a lot. So, you know, I went with Anya's 2-piece just to get the extra dexterity along with the extra attack speed and the critical hit. It does help. It does make a big difference. And then the 3-piece Nat set. That way I can get the 130 dexterity along with the 7%. Okay, so based off of that, my crit chance, I mean, it's great. I mean, it was better. I had Lacuni Prowlers. No, what did I have? I had something that I friggin' sold, or I did something too, and I was at 70%. I think it was one of my rings or something, and I was at 70%, and I did something to the ring. I don't know. I freaking biffed it and gave it away or something. I don't know. But anyways, at 67.5. Crit damage is at 321. You know, and here are my resistances. Not all that great, but, and again, it's a Demon Hunter, and you know, this is a relatively middle budget build. Not expensive, but not that cheap either. Kind of like in the middle. All right, so let's go ahead and see this build in action. Typically, I used to go with right here instead of Chakra Armor, the Chakra. I keep saying Chakra Armor, the Volt. But I went ahead and changed it because when you're using Smoke Screen and Companion with Shadow Power, you don't really need to Volt out of the way that much. So, let's see this. Tune this puppy up. Oh, I'm going to lead right off the bat. Alright, well, let's do it.
My hatred is too low. I'm still waiting.
Woo! Alright, so let's try that again. Son of a gun. Kind of caught me off guard with that. I wasn't sure exactly what all they used. The affixes, or affixes. But as you see, I found a nice little shady corner over here, and then just, you know, doing my sizzle. was able to get my badge back.
I need more hatred to do that. I'm still waiting.
As you guys can see with the smoke screen allows me to dodge a lot of things, and not even dodging, what it makes me invincible to them. As far as like the explosions, they don't hurt me. You can break jail, you can break frozen, you can become invisible to... See, I'm talking, I can't talk and do this at the same time. You can become invisible to, what's it called, those things? Arcane laser, oh my gosh, let me just be quiet and play this stuff. And as you can kind of see, anytime I activate smoke screen, he doesn't see me, so he goes ahead and he attacks my companion. Didn't even pop up a little dodge thing. You just become invisible. So I think it's very helpful and very handy.
Hatred is too low.
As you can see, every time I turn on the smoke screen, they pretty much, for the most part, turn their back. I don't know what's going on, but I'm lagging
I need more
bad.
hatred to do that. I'm still waiting.
Damn. Horrible lag.
Not enough hate ready yet. Sweet revenge.
Good night, Irene. Look at this.
Aid.
Why is it so laggy? Damn. Damn, this crap is just crazy laggy. Wow, that's ridiculous. I don't even know why that got so laggy like that. But anyway, as you can see, I mean, it's a pretty decent build if you don't lag out like I'm doing. I don't know if my laptop is overheating and that's what's giving me problems or what. Something's happening. Or Blizzard's beautiful servers that are lagging up and getting tied up. Or
I'm losing strength.
I missed the timing on that one.
I'm renewed.
But for a lot of parts, you know, on the explosions, it's all about timing. So if you can get the timing down right, you know, and hit, what is that, shadow? Smoke screen. Then yeah, you're pretty good. You'll dodge a lot of that stuff. You'll just be immune to a lot of that stuff. And you can see how those critical hits are replenishing everything that I need. And also giving me that life back really fast. Alright, now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and show real quick the what I like to call the sticky build. Okay, so I'm just going to change out a few things. Just watch what I do. So I'm just going to change out my main weapon to mana core, and the reason why is because the mana core goes a lot slower. So when I change up these skills, it doesn't drain out, like my discipline or hatred doesn't drain out as fast. So I switch on web shot instead of bola because it moves so much slower. I go to acid strike, or acid strike, and that way what happens is I'm throwing out 3 bolts at the same, or bolas at the same time, and I just get my hatred back up a lot faster because you're shooting out 3 at one time. And even though they don't explode, you're shooting out those 3, and it just helps out a lot more. And then changing Perfectionist over to Call of the Week, and that gives you a 15% extra damage. You know what? I put these in the wrong spot, so let me put this one over here. Throw that one away. I'll just put it back there, I guess. And we're going to change multi-shot to Caltrops, and it's kind of toss up between hooked spines and bait trap. You use bait trap, obviously you're gonna get that extra critical hit. So drop, it's 57.5. Hit the Caltrop and back to 67. Yeah, see, I need to get that ring back. I had a ring somewhere. I think I lost it or put it on another character. They gave me like 70%, or I think it was like 75% or something like that. Oh well. So, let me just go back out and show this real quick. I think it's kind of cool. I don't think it's as good as my other build. But as you can see, I mean, just put a hurting on them. I mean, I like it because it does a lot of damage. I normally play this one if I'm in a public room. That way I don't have to worry about getting hit so much, because I'm just ranging it. But as you can see, it's just going through them like butter. And you can see how my hatred is taking forever to go down. It doesn't get exhausted as fast. I'm really slow. I don't know what's going on. How hot is my PC getting? Whew, it's pretty hot. Okay, well, something's going on with my PC or my laptop, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But yeah, the first build I like, I'm gonna call that one Ghost Hunter. If anyone else knows the name, you know, I'll be more than happy to redact that. And that build, I'm gonna call that one Sticky Hunter. Yeah. And once again, if there's a name for it, I will pull that name. But as you can see, they're fun builds. And if you had a problem with the Demon Hunter, if you follow that, you know, you'll be in decent shape. Alright, so this is No Yen. Signing out.